Is it time to buy or sell GRAIL stock? In this video, we will explore GRAIL in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 30th of September, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analyses. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 5th of September 2025, our system has ranked GRAIL as a strong buy candidate, assigning it a score of 6.03. Let's take a look at the stock's performance during this period. Those who followed our analysis would have enjoyed an impressive gain of 60.2% since we first listed GRAIL as a buy candidate 18 days ago. This translates to an average return of 3.34% per day since it was designated as a strong buy candidate. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential 5.63% change over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from negative 41.27% to 5.63%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 68.23%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could range from 1.87% to 109.86% over the next year. In current terms, this would suggest a future price somewhere between $60.24 and $124.09. Our latest daily update for GRAIL includes the headline, GRAIL LLC stock upgraded from hold accumulate to strong buy candidate after Tuesday trading session. The GRAIL LLC stock price increased by 0.613% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 30th of September, 2025, rising from $58.77 to $59.13. This marks 4 consecutive days of gains. It will be interesting to observe whether it can maintain this upward momentum or take a brief pause in the coming days. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 4.79%, with a low of $56.75 and a high of $59.47. Over the last 10 days, the stock has risen on 8 occasions, experiencing an increase of 52.46% over the past 2 weeks. The trading volume decreased on the last day by 890,000 shares, with a total of 1 million shares exchanged, amounting to approximately $69.01 million. It is important to note that declining volume, alongside rising prices, can indicate divergence and may signal potential changes in the days ahead. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price recorded was $63.99, while the lowest was $12.33. Currently, the price stands at 7.59%, or $4.86, below the 52-week high of $63.99, which is also the all-time high for the stock. GRAIL is in the spotlight this week with a series of clinical and investor milestones that could influence the stock. The company announced that the initial PATHFINDER2 results were accepted as a late-breaking presentation at the early-stage metastatic oncology conference in the year 2025 and will be submitted to the Food and Drug Administration as part of a Galleri pre-market approval filing. Additionally, updated Simplify and Reflection data will be showcased at the Early Detection of Cancer conference. Management is also traveling, with presentations scheduled at Bernstein and Morgan Stanley. The company recently revealed second quarter activity and granted inducement-restricted stock units to new hires. In the short term, anticipate increased volatility and trading volume, as the late-breaking PATHFINDER2 data and conference presentations serve as binary catalysts that can lead to sharp movements based on test performance and safety signals. Investor outreach may further amplify momentum. The inducement grants are a modestly positive signal concerning hiring and the commercialization build-out. In the long term, the narrative depends on Food and Drug Administration approval and commercial adoption. A pre-market approval and widespread uptake of Galleri would significantly expand revenue opportunities and justify substantial upside. Conversely, negative regulatory or clinical outcomes or slow reimbursement and adoption would pose clear downside risks to the stock. Analyst ratings. On Thursday, the 17th of October, 2024, it was reported that Guggenheim assigned GRAL a neutral grade, along with an initialize action. Analysts have assigned GRAIL stock a general sell rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as buy. For return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as strong sell. The following signals have been identified for GRAIL. The chart today indicates mostly positive signals. The GRAIL LLC stock shows buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, suggesting a favorable outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal from the relationship between these two indicators, where the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. On any downward corrections, support can be expected at levels $50.58 and $38.22. A drop below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, the 19th of August, 2025, and since then, the stock has risen by 88.19%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. It is noteworthy that volume decreased during the last trading day despite rising prices. This discrepancy between volume and price could serve as an early warning, indicating that the stock should be monitored closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 30 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 16 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 20 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 19 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 17 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 20 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal from 15 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 4 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for GRAIL. GRAIL LLC identifies support from accumulated volume at $58.77. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction is anticipated when the support is tested. The stock exhibits significant movement throughout the day, demonstrating high volatility. Additionally, the large prediction interval indicated by the Bollinger Band classifies this stock as very high risk. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $2.72 between its high and low, reflecting a change of 4.79%. Throughout the last week, the daily average volatility of the stock was 8.65%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for GRAIL, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is losing money. Even established companies can go through downturns, often due to factors beyond their control. However, consistently negative PE ratios may point to a lack of profitability and potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is expected on the 11th of November, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at negative $3.40. It is important to keep an eye on these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for GRAIL. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you might consider entering a position and using volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, GRAIL encounters its first support level at $58.77. If this support level holds, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for GRAIL from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On August 19, 2025, Offman Joshua J. executed an insider sale of 4,202 shares of common stock. On August 19, 2025, Fred and Aaron conducted an insider sale of 877 shares of common stock. On July 15, 2025, Chase William J. made an insider purchase of 533 shares of common stock. On July 15, 2025, Summy Gregory L. bought 825 shares of common stock. On July 15, 2025, Mizell Stephen acquired 517 shares of common stock. Based on the most recent 26 insider trades, the insider power has been assessed to be negative, with a ratio of negative 93.848. Overall, insiders purchased a total of 28,959 shares and sold 27,114,232 shares in these last 26 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $57.57, representing a decline of 2.64%. This stock experiences very high daily fluctuations, which introduces significant risk. The 14-day relative strength index stands at 93, indicating a substantial increase in risk. Additionally, there is a buy signal originating from a pivot bottom identified 29 days ago. Is GRAIL stock a good buy? GRAIL, LLC, holds several positive signals and is within a weak rising trend. As the old saying goes, let the trend be your friend. We consider it a good choice at these current levels and expect further gains over the next 3 months. Our analysis conclusion for this stock has been upgraded from a hold to a strong buy candidate since the last evaluation. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 1st of October, we anticipate GRAIL to open lower by 680 cents, beginning trading at $58.45. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decision upon StockInvest.us. By using the information, you agree and are held liable for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from everyone here at Stock Invest.